There is no power without direction, no victory without a destination. The first step in unlocking the vast, untapped reservoir of potential within you is this. You must know exactly what you want. Not approximately, not someday, not maybe. You must know with burning clarity what it is you are here to do, and you must declare it with unwavering boldness. A life without a definite purpose is like a ship without a rudder, adrift at the mercy of winds and waves, destined to circle the same waters until it sinks. Look around you. The masses are moving, but most are not advancing. They are busy, but not effective. Why? Because they have never taken the time to define in precise terms what they want from life. They live reactively, adjusting to the demands of the world instead of dictating their own terms. Potential is not awakened through motion alone. It is awakened through intentional direction. When you decide upon a definite chief aim, you issue a command to your inner world. You summon forces inside you that were dormant, waiting only for the fire of your decision to awaken them. To possess a definite purpose is to hold in your mind a blueprint for your future. It is the central idea around which your thoughts, actions, and energies revolve. Without it, your talents scatter. With it, they align. There is genius in focus, and the world yields to the individual who knows exactly where he is going. Once your mind is gripped by a definite goal, you begin to notice opportunities that once passed you by. You begin to attract the resources, people, and ideas necessary to bring your vision into reality. This is not magic, it is mental law. You may ask, but what if I don't know what my purpose is? Then I say to you, search until you find it. Withdraw into quiet thought. Ask yourself not only what you want to have, but who you want to become. Purpose is not found outside of you, it is already in you, hidden beneath distraction, fear, and doubt. To uncover it, you must be honest, ruthlessly so. Do not seek what sounds impressive, seek what stirs your soul. Do not ask what is safe, ask what would set your spirit on fire. When you define your purpose, write it down. Speak it aloud. Repeat it daily. Make it the central message you feed your subconscious mind. Let no day pass where your aim is not revisited. Your purpose must become obsession, not casual interest. Every great transformation begins with a mind possessed by one burning idea. The power of purpose is not only in the clarity it brings, but in the passion it stirs. The man with a clear aim walks differently, speaks differently, thinks differently. He is no longer at the mercy of circumstance. He bends circumstance to his will. It is a grave mistake to wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, or the perfect opportunity. The moment of decision is the moment of power. Purpose is not validated by conditions. It is validated by commitment. The world may not believe in your dream at first. That is not your concern. Your task is to believe in it so fiercely, so unshakably, that the world has no choice but to follow. You hold within you more power than you know, but power without purpose is chaos. Channel it, direct it. Let your life be a mission, not an experiment. Your potential is vast, but it will remain locked until you decide with all your heart what you truly want. The man who knows his purpose and pursues it with faith cannot be stopped. He does not hope for success, he expects it. Now the question is no longer if you have potential. The question is, will you claim it by deciding your purpose today? No man rises above the level of his own belief. The world you experience outwardly is nothing more than a reflection of the world you hold inwardly. And if you are to unlock the hidden potential buried within you, you must first awaken the faith that lies dormant at the center of your being. Faith is not merely a hope. It is not wishful thinking or shallow optimism. Faith is the unwavering confidence that what you seek already exists, first in thought, and soon in form. Every great achievement the world has ever known was born twice, first in the mind and then in the world. The bridge between these two realms is belief. Without belief, even the most brilliant ideas remain ghosts, untouched by reality. But when you believe with absolute certainty, you give your thoughts substance, weight, and power. You breathe life into possibility. There is a power that responds to your belief. It does not ask if you are rich, poor, educated, or forgotten. It does not concern itself with what you were yesterday. It asks only, what do you believe today? Your belief system is the command center of your life. It is the filter through which you interpret every failure, every setback, every opportunity. And if you believe you are powerless, you will remain powerless, even while holding the keys to greatness in your hand. Look back on your own life. Think of the moments when you hesitated, when you talked yourself out of something before you even began. Was it lack of talent that stopped you? Was it a shortage of time or resources? Or was it the quiet voice of doubt whispering, "Who are you to think you can do this?" That voice is the enemy, and you must silence it. Not with empty affirmations, but with a deep, reasoned faith in your own ability to grow, to learn, to rise. Faith must be cultivated like a muscle. You build it through action, through persistence, through facing your fears and doing the thing anyway. You do not wait for confidence to appear. You create it by acting as if the result is already guaranteed. Doubt sees obstacles. Faith sees solutions. Doubt delays. Faith moves forward. The man who believes in himself begins to walk with purpose. His back straightens, his eyes sharpen, and the world begins to adjust to his new level of certainty. Do not confuse arrogance with belief. One boasts without substance. The other moves in silence, with steady intention. Faith does not require loud proclamations. It requires quiet conviction. A man who truly believes in his power does not need to convince the world. His actions speak loud enough. He may begin in obscurity, but he will not remain there. Faith pulls him forward, step by step, through storms, through failures, through ridicule, until the vision in his mind becomes the life he lives. There will be moments when results are invisible, when effort goes unnoticed, when progress seems distant. This is the testing ground of faith. It is easy to believe when all goes well, but the one who keeps moving when there is no applause, no guarantee, no support, that is the man who unlocks his full potential. He is no longer motivated by approval. He is fueled by belief. And that belief creates momentum, and momentum builds a future. You must come to a place where your belief is stronger than your fear, stronger than your excuses, stronger than the doubt of others. When the world says no, your belief must say, "Watch me." If you can grasp this truth, if you can build an unshakable belief in your ability to become what you envision, then no force on earth can keep you from it. What you believe about yourself sets the boundary for what is possible. Expand your belief, and you expand your life. The greatest power in the world is not found in money, position, or connections. It is found in a mind that refuses to doubt its own worth. There is a silent architect working within you day and night. It does not rest. It does not question. It does not judge. It simply builds, brick by brick, the reality you instruct it to create. This builder is your subconscious mind, and the words you speak, the thoughts you repeat, and the emotions you feel are its raw materials. You desire to unlock the hidden potential within. You must learn to speak directly to this inner architect, and you must speak with repetition, with emotion, and with precision. Most people do not fail because they lack talent or opportunity. They fail because they allow their minds to be programmed by fear, doubt, and limitation. They speak failure over themselves without knowing it. They repeat phrases like, "I'm not good enough," "I can't do this," or "This will never work." And each time they speak those words, they impress them deeper into their subconscious, turning fleeting thoughts into permanent beliefs. The tragedy is not that people are weak, but that they are conditioning themselves to stay small. But just as the mind can be programmed for defeat, it can be reprogrammed for triumph. The method is simple but powerful: auto-suggestion. You must take command of your inner dialogue. You must choose the thoughts that you will plant, and then water them daily until they grow strong enough to bear fruit. Every single day you must repeat your purpose aloud. You must speak affirmations, not as mere positive thinking, but as declarations of intent. You must say what you intend to become until your mind has no choice but to accept it as fact. Understand this truth. The subconscious does not know the difference between what is real and what is vividly imagined. It responds to repetition and emotion. When you repeat a thought often enough and with deep feeling, the mind accepts it as reality and begins to act in harmony with it. That is why people who constantly say they are tired always feel exhausted, even with rest. That is why those who constantly say they are broke remain in lack, no matter how much money comes their way. They have hypnotized themselves into mediocrity. You must reverse the process. You must hypnotize yourself into greatness. Take the image of your desired life and burn it into your mind through the fire of repetition. Speak your affirmations in the morning when your mind is open, and in the evening when it is most receptive. Write them down. Say them aloud. Feel them as if they were already true. Let no day pass where your subconscious is not fed the image of who you intend to become. You are not trying to convince the world. You are convincing the deepest part of yourself. This is not vanity. It is not fantasy. It is law. Every invention, every breakthrough, every success story began in the invisible world of thought before it became visible to the world. You cannot outperform your self-image. If you wish to unlock your potential, you must raise that image. Autosuggestion is the tool by which you sculpt it, refine it, and elevate it. Most people speak carelessly. They speak without realizing they are casting spells on themselves. But you, once you understand this power, must become intentional with every word that leaves your mouth. Let your words serve your future, not sabotage it. Let your thoughts align with your purpose. Repetition creates belief, and belief becomes behavior, and behavior shapes destiny. There is a voice inside you right now, speaking. Is it building you or breaking you? Choose your inner language the way a sculptor chooses his tools, the way a warrior chooses his weapon. Repetition is not mindless, it is sacred. It is how you carve your vision into the stone of your subconscious. You are not a slave to your old programming. You are the programmer now. Speak with purpose. Repeat with passion, and your potential will awaken, step by step, thought by thought, until your outer world mirrors the greatness you have declared within. The mind is the most powerful tool you possess, and yet it is also the most easily misled. It is capable of creating empires, shaping destinies, and unlocking the deepest wells of potential. But to harness its power fully, you must first master it. You must understand that your mind, like any great tool, requires discipline, control, and focus to be effective. Without these, your mind becomes a wanderer, drifting aimlessly in a sea of distractions, failures, and regret. The human mind is naturally inclined to chaos. It is bombarded with an endless stream of thoughts, desires, fears, and distractions. Without discipline, your thoughts will scatter like leaves in the wind, taking you in 1,000 different directions. To unlock your true potential, you must first learn to control the direction of your thoughts. This is not easy. It is not a task that can be achieved by willpower alone. It requires consistent effort, practice, and a commitment to growth. The key to this is mental discipline. Mental discipline is the ability to direct your thoughts with purpose. It is the strength to focus on your goals, to filter out distractions, and to return to your purpose again and again, regardless of external circumstances. The disciplined mind does not yield to every passing emotion or external influence. Instead, it remains steadfast, constantly working in alignment with your desires, your goals, and your vision. When you master your mindset, you master your life. The disciplined mind is immune to the opinions of others. It is unaffected by the shifting tides of fate or circumstance. It is focused solely on the pursuit of a definite purpose. It does not become discouraged by setbacks or obstacles because it knows that these are merely part of the process. It understands that true growth is found not in comfort, but in the struggle, in the challenge, in the test of willpower. If you want to unlock your potential, you must first conquer the wild beast that is your mind. You must make it serve you, not the other way around. The mind is the gateway to everything you desire. It can create or destroy. It can build or tear down. But only you have the power to decide how it will be used. The disciplined mind sees opportunity where others see fear. It sees solutions where others see problems. It does not dwell on the negative. It does not complain. It takes action. The first step in mastering your mindset is to develop the habit of focused thinking. Set aside time each day to quiet your mind and focus solely on your goals. During this time, push aside all distractions, your worries, your doubts, your fears, and focus entirely on what you want to achieve. This is the mental workout that strengthens your focus and builds your discipline. Without it, you will find yourself reacting to life instead of creating it. But mental discipline goes beyond just focus. It also involves the strength to persevere. It is the ability to keep going when others would quit. It is the ability to remain true to your vision when the world seems to be falling apart around you. The disciplined mind does not give up. It adapts, it overcomes, and it keeps moving forward, one step at a time. Discipline also involves a commitment to continual growth. The person who wishes to unlock their potential must never stop learning, never stop evolving. The disciplined mind seeks knowledge. It seeks improvement. It seeks mastery. The person who is truly disciplined does not rest on their laurels. They push themselves, constantly striving for the next level. They know that potential is not a destination, but a journey that requires effort, persistence, and unwavering focus. To truly unlock your hidden potential, you must commit to mental discipline with the same intensity and seriousness that you would commit to any great undertaking. This is not something that can be done in passing. It is a lifelong practice, a continuous effort to shape your thoughts, your beliefs, and your actions into alignment with your ultimate goals. You must be the master of your own mind, for it is through your mind that all things are created. When you control your thoughts, you control your destiny. The road to greatness is not an easy one. It is paved with challenges, distractions, and moments of doubt. But the disciplined mind does not waver. It does not bend to the whims of the world. It remains constant, determined, and focused. And it is through this unwavering discipline that you will unlock the power that lies within you, the power that will propel you toward success, achievement, and the life you were always meant to live. There is a law that governs success, and it is not enough to think or to dream or to plan. Success in its truest form is the result of decisive and persistent action. Action is the bridge between your vision and your reality. It is not enough to simply desire success, nor to hope that things will change. You must be willing to do the work, to make the decisions, and to take the steps necessary to manifest your dreams. Without action, even the most inspired thoughts are nothing more than empty wishes, fleeting like clouds in the sky. The world rewards action, not intention. The person who sits in contemplation, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the perfect set of circumstances, will never see results. The universe does not favor the person who hesitates, the person who is paralyzed by fear or doubt. It favors the individual who takes the first step, even when the path is unclear. It favors the person who makes decisions swiftly and with confidence, not because they have all the answers, but because they are willing to learn through the process. When you take decisive action, you send a message to the universe, to your subconscious mind, and to the world around you. You signal that you are serious about your goals, that you are not just a dreamer, but a doer. You create momentum, and once momentum is created, it is much easier to keep moving forward. One action leads to another, and before you know it, the initial steps you took will have led you to places you never imagined. But you cannot wait for momentum to come to you. You must create it. You must act. That is a special sort of courage. Courage is all about a sense of purpose. It is often easier to remain in the comfortable, familiar place of inaction. It is easier to let fear dictate your decisions, to sit back and allow life to unfold on its own. But those who change the world, those who unlock their true potential, are not those who wait for life to happen to them. They are the ones who take bold, decisive steps in the direction of their dreams, even when they are uncertain of the outcome. They take action with faith, knowing that the first step is always the hardest, but that it is also the most necessary. Persistence is the second key to turning action into achievement. Action without persistence is like planting a seed and walking away before it has time to grow. Success does not come overnight. It is the result of countless small actions taken consistently, day in and day out. Persistence is the relentless pursuit of your goal, even when faced with obstacles, failures, or setbacks. It is the understanding that the road to success is never a straight line, but a series of winding paths, detours, and challenges. Those who unlock their true potential do not quit when faced with difficulties. They understand that challenges are not signs of failure. They are the very things that forge their character and sharpen their resolve. Many people give up far too soon. They take a few steps toward their goals only to face a challenge or experience a setback, and then they turn back, convinced that success is not meant for them. But those who persist are the ones who ultimately succeed. They learn from their failures, they adapt, and they keep going. Each failure is simply a lesson, an opportunity to grow stronger, to refine their approach, and to move closer to their goal. They know that success is not the absence of failure, it is the ability to rise each time you fall, to keep moving forward even when the way is unclear. To take decisive and persistent action, you must also embrace the discipline of consistency. Consistency is what separates the dreamers from the doers. It is the ability to show up every day, to take those small steps that, when added together, create massive change. The consistent effort you put forth, even on days when you feel tired, uninspired, or discouraged, is what will eventually lead you to your desired destination. And when you encounter resistance, when the world tells you no, when others doubt you or ridicule your dreams, you must continue to push forward with even greater resolve. Success is not a destination that only a few reach. It is available to anyone willing to persist, to anyone who dares to take the first step and then the next and the next without turning back. You must act as though success is inevitable. Take action with the certainty that every step you take, no matter how small, is moving you closer to the fulfillment of your potential. Those who unlock their hidden potential are not those who wait for opportunities to come to them. They are the ones who make opportunities. They are the ones who act. They do not hesitate. They do not second-guess themselves. They make decisions and move forward with unwavering faith, knowing that the power of persistent action will eventually lead them to the life they envision.